So for our lesson objectives for today, we are going to identify the elements of SFP or Statement of Financial Position and describe each of them. Again, of course, we have to prepare an SFP or Statement of Financial Position using the report form or format and the account form with proper classification of items as current and non-current. So yun po ang ating lesson objectives. I hope that we can attain that today and I hope that you will learn with me today. Okay, bago po tayo magsimula uli, dahil nagsisimula na tayo, let's have first a review of what we have learned last week. We discussed about statement of changes in equity. So, tignan po natin ito. I have here an exercises po or a practice po to make sure that you have learned something last week. Sige po. Sagutin natin yung number 1, no? Baka po, join me po sa pagsagot, mga anak. At nang tignan natin kung talaga bang natuto tayo last week. Yan. Okay, so number 1. I will read with you. The blank is owner's initial capital or investment to open owner's equity account. Okay, I have a clue ha. Kaya po yung direction na kalimutan ko sabihin. From the given clue below, fill in the blanks of the correct answer. Okay, so the blank, number 1, is owner's initial capital or investment to open owner's equity account. So we have here an answer from Ma'am Mira. Sabi ni Ma'am Mira, it's beginning capital. Kay Hyacinth, it's beginning capital. Jean Canceran, beginning capital. Jade Fernando, it's beginning capital. Let's see if that is the correct answer. Then, it's a correct answer. It's beginning capital. Sige po. Yan, very good. Now, let's have number 2. The assets acquired during the operation is also known as blank. The asset acquired during the operation is also known as blank. Sige, tignan natin kung tama po ang sagot niyo. Ito po yung mga asset ha. Pag sinabi po natin, na-acquire po natin siya during the operation, it is already accounted na po during the time that we do our journal entries. And that, at pinapasok lang po natin siya sa Statement of Comprehensive Income as additional yes. Okay. Mukhang sinasabi ko na yung sagot. Pero mukhang may mga sagot naman na sila. Okay. So, yes. Exactly po. Tama po ang sagot ninyo. Additional investment. Okay. Explain ko ulit ha. So, yun po yung mga asset na during the operation po ay naipasok po natin. Or dahil po nakita natin ay may pangangailangan yung ating company or ating business. Pero po, it was already accounted. Ano po ibig sabihin ng accounted? It was already recognized kung saan po siyang account na nakalagay. Na-classify na natin siya. But when we put it into the Statement of Comprehensive Statement of Changes in Equity, ina-account na natin siya as one. So, pero there's no additional investment po na nakalagay sa mga chart of accounts ha. Bibihira po yun. At wala po talaga. Mostly po, talagang cash, equipment, pero pinagsasama-sama na po natin siya. So, yun po yun. So, number 3, the blank is result from SCI, presented also in Statement of Changes in Equity. Tignan natin kung mukhang may... Ay, ang dami ng sagot. Thank you so much for the answers. For the number 3, sige po, sagutan natin. We have net income. Very good. Okay? And then number 4, naunahan po ninyo ko. The owner activity wherein owner use business cash for personal reason is a blank. Okay? For personal reason, pag kumuha siya ng pera sa ating business, ito ang tawag po natin doon ay withdrawal. Very good. Now, let's have number 5. Mukhang number 5. Ayan. More on number 4 pala nakikita. The blank in SCE is the amount that shows movement in owner's capital. Ano po siya? Okay, let's have, yun, may answer na si Justin. Sabi niya, it's an ending capital. Si Miss Macrohon ay ending capital. Jade Fernando, ending capital. Let's see if their answer is correct. Okay, very good. Okay, talagang nakinig tayo during our the speak. Okay. So, for today, we are going to talk another important financial statement, okay, that we need to look into if ever you are an investor, if you are an owner of the business, and of course, if you are a manager. And we call it statement of financial position or also known as the balance sheet. Okay, so dun po sa gap, during po ng mga time ko po, nag-aaral pa ako ng accountancy po, under the generally accepted accounting principles po, ito po ay tawag natin sa kanya ay balance sheet. Although, still, may mga libro pa rin naman po ngayon na tawag pa rin po sa kanya ay balance sheet. So, hindi po yun nawawala. Parang yung income statement lang din po yun. Hindi po sila nawawala. Hindi po natin siya maiwan from the past. Kasi nga po, mas kilala natin siya. Pero it is also known now as a statement of financial position based on the PFRS or Philippine Financial Reporting Standard. Okay. So ano nga ba yung statement of financial position? Pag tinanong po kita, kamusta ka? Kumusta ka na? Okay? So you will going to tell me, I'm okay. Tama po ba? So, ganun din po yung yung statement of financial position. Siya po yung magsasabi na kapag tinanong natin, kamusta yung business mo? Kamusta? Ano na nangyayari sa'yo? Okay ka lang ba? The statement of financial position will answer your question. Because the statement of financial position is a structured financial statement that provides information about entities' resources, obligation, owner's residual claim over its asset, in a specific time. So, ibig sabihin po, siya nagsasabi, okay ang aking asset. That's your resources. Konti lang naman yung aking mga obligations, nakakabayad naman ako ng mga pagkakautang ko. Or, oo, meron kang makukuha, huwag kang mag-alala. You are safe. Your investment is safe. Your capital is safe. You have a lot. Diba? Pagkakakunan, you can convert it. You are flexible, ganyan. Ganyan yung sinasabi ng statement of financial position. Because actually, when we talk about financial position, we are talking about the overall health, financial health of the company. And it also evaluates the liquidity, flexibility, and solvency of your business. Ma'am, ano po yung liquidity? Pag sinabi po nating liquidity, ibig sabihin po nito, it is the ability of the business to meet yung kanilang mga short run o yung mga short-term liabilities nila. Kaya ba, meron ba silang sapat na cash or meron silang available na cash? Okay? Para magkapagbayad ng mga utang nila within this year? Or when we talk about solvency, ibig sabihin naman to, may ability ba yung company ninyo o yung business po ninyo to meet yung mga financial obligations natin in a long run? O yung pag sinabi natin long term. Kasi mayroon tayong mga utang na dapat this year mabayaran eh. Meron din naman tayong mga utang na sa coming year pa natin sila babayaran. So kailangan both state po ay okay tayo. Kaya natin magbayad ngayon. May pera tayo, may sigurado tayong pera at makukuha tayong pera pambayad doon sa mga utang natin in the long run. And then of course, we have to the financial position also says about your flexibility as a business. When we talk about flexibility, we are referring po doon po sa kakayahan to face the risk. Okay, marami po ngayon ang hindi po nila na-anticipate what will happen in with us nung 2020, no? Lalo na yung mga businesses. Hindi sila naging flexible. Now, nahirapan sila makahanap ng mga new sources of cash flow nila sana po. Kaya marami nagsara. So because of that, hindi nila kasi na-anticipate na magkakaroon ng pandemic, magkakaroon ng world health emergency. So, isa po sa mga importante pa, the financial position will help you, of course, determine what will happen to us in the future and what will happen to us today. Kasi this tells us everything about our resources, our obligation, and of course, our residual claim as an owner. Okay? So, elements of statement of financial position. Dati po pinapakita po natin sa balance sheet, ito po itsura niya. Okay, asset. is equals to liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay, very familiar? Yes, the accounting equation. Okay po, the balance sheet is actually derived from the accounting equation. Kaya po yan, actually huli po yan na ginagawa po natin na financial statement po. Then, pero po ngayon, dahil po nagbago na nga po yung standards natin, no? Meron na tayo mga PAS1. So, ano ba yung PAS1? Philippine Accounting Standard po na tinatawag po natin. So this is our guidelines enable for us to account all the accounts po, mga accounting, mga nasa chart of accounts natin, no? So, nagbago na sila ng guidelines. So, nagbago sila ng guidelines, tinawag na po ng Statement of Financial Position. Before po, yan po ang presentation lang ng ating financial balance sheet. Now po, mas detailed na po siya. Kumbaga, meron na siyang nire-recognize na rin po niya yung time. Kaya po meron na tayong current asset, non-current asset, parehas pa rin po siya, equals po siya, current liabilities, non-current liabilities, plus equity. So, hindi yung equity po natin, no? Sa presentation. But in the presentation po ng Statement of Financial Position, andyan na po yung current asset, non-current asset, and current liabilities and non-current liabilities. Now, pag-usapan natin itong mga to, no? Ano ba yan? May pa current pa, may pa non-current pa. So, tignan natin kung ano nga ba itong mga accounts na to. Okay. So, when we classify po yung mga elements of financial Statement of Financial Position, we have the current asset po and non-current. Pag sinabi natin current asset, resources po ito that can be used or realized for current operation. So, ibig sabihin po, kailangan, ginagamit na natin siya ngayon o kaya readily available yon dun sa loob ng ating business. We have, of course, the cash, accounts receivables, yung mga inventories natin, prepaid expenses. So mamaya po, meron po akong i-reveal sa inyo about how are we going to write this. Bakit ganito palagi ang position ng pag nagsusulat tayo ng ating mga accounts, no? Mayroon sila talaga mga position, pero hindi sila pwedeng magkaroon ng na mag-iba-iba. Mamaya ko kwento ko yan sa inyo. Then we have, of course, non-current. Kung kanina po, yung mga readily available po, okay, ang ating pinag-uusapan. Meron naman din po tayo mga tinatawag nating non-current po. Ito yung mga usual na asset po na mga long-term assets o yung mga tinatawag din natin fixed asset. So, ito rin po yung ma-recognize natin yung intangible and tangible po na asset. So, mostly, pag sinabi nating non-current asset, sila po yung mga long-term in nature. So, ano po ba yung mga long-term in nature? Kung narinig niyo po yung salitang PPE, meron din po tayo nun sa accounting. So, parang hindi po siya parang protective gear po natin against COVID, no? The PPE in accounting is property, plant, and equipment. So, yung property, obviously, yan po yung lupa na kinatatayuan ng building mo. And then the plant, kapag ikaw ay manufacturing, okay, yan po yung tinatawag nating factory. And then, of course, the equipment that we use inside our business. Okay, ano pa yung mga intangible asset? Siyempre, pag sabi mong intangible asset, di ba, it means nakikita mo to. But when we talk about intangible asset po, ito yung mga hindi mo nararamdaman, pero nandyan. Di ba? So, ano ba yung mga yon? So, we have here yung mga copyright, yung mga franchise, yung mga patent. Those are considered intangible asset. At pag-aaralan nyo yung talagang nature po ng mga yan in a higher accounting. Now, we have, of course, the long-term investment. Yung mga, meron din po pala sa current, we have also the short-term investment, yung marketable securities po. Part po yun ng current asset. Pero here po, para mas madali lang po natin siyang maintindihan, hindi ko muna siya sinama. Pero baka magulat kayo kasi may mga books po na nakalagay doon, marketable securities. Those are tinatawag po nating short-term asset or short-term investment, sorry. Long-term investment po yung mga stocks. Yan, kapag bumibili po tayo ng mga stocks. So, ibig sabihin po, pagka sinabi nating mga long-term, yun nga po, pangmatagalan. Okay? Now, so yun po naintindihan na po natin kung anong pagkakaiba ng current at non-current. Now, sabi po dito, may another pa na dapat tayong i-label o intindihin. Of course, we have the liabilities. Yung liabilities, obviously po, yun po yung ating mga pagkakautang. So, alam po natin yun. Now, dinefine din, ngayon po, nila, mas dinetailed lang po din nila yung ano yung klaseng liability siya. Siya ba ay current o siya ba ay non-current? Kapag sinabi natin ang non-current, ibig sabihin ito naman po yung mga liabilities na dapat kailangan bayaran natin within the accounting period. Okay, depende po yan sa gamit po ninyo na time frame po ako if it is fiscal or calendar. So, not necessarily po na January to December po ang ating time frame po pagdating po sa accounting period kasi depende nga po yan sa company kung ano yung ginagamit po ninyo if it is fiscal or accounting calendar. So, ano ba yung mga usual na nakikita natin na account under the current liabilities? Of course, number one is we have the accounts payable. Okay? Okay, yung mga accounts payable. Alam mo yung mga accounts payable, madami. Maraming pwedeng yung basta short term lang siya. Okay? Then we have the unearned revenue. Ma'am, ano po yung unearned revenue? Siguro balikan natin yung ating lesson from our adjusting entries. Yung po yung mga nakolekta na po natin, we already collected a money or a cash from our client. However, it is not yet earned. Bakit? Hindi pa tayo kasi nagbibigay ng serbisyo sa kanila. Kumbaga, nakapagkuha lang tayo ng advance payment sa kanila. Pero, kaya siya naging liability kasi hindi pa nga tayo nagbibigay uli ng serbisyo sa kanila. Kumbaga, example po dyan, maganda example. Kunwari po kayo ikakasal. Okay? So, nagbayad muna kayo sa wedding coordinator, nag-advance kayo sa wedding coordinator ng 100,000. Pero yung kasal, sa December pa. So, ibig sabihin, nakakuha ka na ng pera doon sa kliyente mo, hindi mo pa nga lang nagagampanan yung dapat mong gampanan na services for your client. So, that is unearned revenue. And then, when we talk about naman po, accrued expenses, we are referring po dun po sa mga, these are the expenses that we already incurred but not yet paid. Kaya po siya payable. Kaya po siya utang. Kasi hindi mo pa siya nababayaran. Okay? So, ano ba yung mga, yung mga utilities, mga salaries, payable, yung mga, di ba po, nagka-cut off po tayo ng mga salaries natin. That is part of the accrued expenses po. Bakit siya ma'am nakalagay ng expenses? Well, that's the beauty again of accounting. Yung dun niya tayo nililito. But if we know the nature of the account, hindi tayo malilito. Meron tayong panghahawakan. So, lagi lang tayo magbabasa. Isa yan sa dapat ay ating gawin palagi if you are an accountancy student or a business student. Non-current liabilities naman tayo. Ito po yung mga all liabilities that will mature or become due beyond 1 year. So, kunwari po, may utang po ako for 5 years. Installment po yun. So, yung first year po doon, okay, hindi po porket na 5 years po yun, lagi po yan non-current lahat ha. Yung first year po doon na dapat bayaran within the year is considered or recognized as current liabilities. But the rest po, yung pang second, third, and fourth, hanggang fifth po ninyo, ay kinukonsidered po natin yan as non-current liabilities. So, make sure, class, that when you look into your, check nyo mabuti yung dates. Kasi po, accounting is also about timing. Yun po yung binabalansin natin. Kasi alam natin may mga time tayo kumbaga parang sa problema when it comes to timing, yung recording. Kasi nasa recording tayo ng mga transactions. And it is not always recorded on time. So paano natin i-reconcile yung mga accounts na yun para sigurado tayo na tama yung nire-report natin sa ating mga financial statement. So ano ba yung under the mga non-current liabilities? We have the loans payable, mortgage payable, yung mga sinasangla-sangla natin. Then the bond payable. Yung bond payable po, kasi di ba, yan yung sa mga utang natin sa mga investors. Okay, nagbibigay tayo ng isang papel na nakalagay doon, IOU. Yun, ibig sabihin po, magpag-aaralan nyo yan sa business finance po ninyo. So, ano po tayo, dapat bayaran po natin sila kasi kaya po sila nag-invest doon sa atin kasi din po, tayo din, nakikinabang doon sa ininvest nila na pera sa atin. Okay? So, Malapit na tayo. Now, let's have now po yung classification of elements of statement of financial position, owner's equity. Ang usual po pag pinipresent natin po yung owner's equity, yung ending capital lang po ang nilalagay po natin doon. Then, of course po, lahat po ng ito, okay, lahat po ng ating mga nasa balance sheet or nasa statement of financial position po na accounts ay considered permanent accounts or real accounts. Ano ibig sabihin po nun? Ito po ay ina-update lang. It is always there. Hindi po natin sinasara. We are just what? Doing an updating. Kaya po nga nilalagay lang po natin sa statement of financial position po natin as of, as at minsan po nilalagay lang din po natin doon in a specific date. December 31. May mga libro po na nakalagay lang December 31, 2020. Yun. So, mamaya makikita po natin yan. So, paano po ba natin pinipresent ang ating financial statement? Meron po tayong report form. Parang po lang siyang ganito ang kanyang way or form po niya, format niya o pro forma. Naka-vertical report lang po siya. So, yung asset, liabilities, owner's equity. At meron din po tayong tinatawag na account form. Yan. Kung baga makikita po ninyo yan, nakaganyan po sila. Yan. Para po siyang T-account form. Pinapakita po niya, yung asset nasa left side, yung liabilities and owner's equity nasa right side. So, ganyan po. Both is actually considerable and accepted po kapag nagbigay ka ng report. Hindi naman po kasi tatanong ng mga business owners po sa inyo, ano ba to? Report form ba to? Account form? Siyempre, bilang is, if you are actually a business person or a business student, syempre, ikaw alam mo yun. At saka syempre, pag accountant ka, alam mo yun kung paano niya piniresent yung financial position niya. Now, of course, we have to put, again, paano natin siya ipipresent? Again, heading. Yan. So, ano ba yung ano? At importante din po na i-take note po natin yung ating pong date. Ma'am, para po bang ilalagay po yan? Pwede ko po ba diyang ilagay for the year ended? Hindi po. Or for the period. Mali din po yun. As of December 31, 2020, yun po ang acceptable. Pag po nag-check ako ng financial statement ng mga estudyante ko, pag hindi po nila mali po kagad sa akin yan. Kahit po gaano katama yung mga figures nyo. Okay? So, dapat the structure, we have to follow the standards po. So, paano ba natin pinapresent yung mga accounts natin, such as asset and liabilities? Siyempre po, pinapresent lang po natin yan in decreasing order of liquidity. Dapat po, nearness to cash. Yung kaya po napansin nyo, laging nauuna si cash kasi wala nang pwedeng tumalo sa kakayahan ni cash na maging cash. Okay? So, siya po yung pwedeng laging nauuna. And ganoon din naman po dito sa liabilities po, nearness naman po to the date of payment. So, ano yung unang dapat mong bayarin? Yung dapat mo ang una mong nilalagay doon sa position, naka-position po siya or naka-arrange po siya. Okay, pamaya para mas makita po ninyo. Yan. So, example ko po ito, this is a report form po. And so, nearness to cash, nauuna po yung cash, accounts receivable, inventories. Bakit po? Kasi yung cash po, readily available na cash na po siya. Yung accounts receivable naman po ay considered po yan na if it is already collected, then magiging cash na siya. Ang inventories po, pag hindi mo ginalaw yan, matagal yan magiging cash. Pero kapag fast-moving po ang inventories natin and it is well-managed po, at syempre po magiging sales po siya, no? Sales po siya. And eventually it will become a cash. But if you look into the arrangement, okay, mas matagal po maging cash ang inventories kesa sa accounts receivable. Okay? Mami, paano po mabag may notes receivable po? Pwede po ba silang magpalitan po? Opo. Pero in the practice po, tignan po ninyo yung notes receivable kung kailan po ba siya ibabayaran. Okay? Tignan nyo rin naman po yung accounts receivable nyo kung kailan nyo naman din siya makakolekta para hindi rin kayo malito. Pero pwede pong siyang mag-interchange the notes receivable dahil parehas naman po sila ng nature. So, ganun din po. Okay, so yan. Ganun din po. So, yung property, plant, and equipment po dahil po sila ang lease liquid. Okay, liquid meaning lease po to convert into cash. Then, we have po the current liabilities and the non-current liabilities. So, paano natin siya pinire-report o nilalagay sa financial statement? Nearness to the date of payment. Yung pinaka dapat unang bayaran within the year, yun po dapat ay mabayaran. Okay, so yun po ang una nating nire-report sa ating statement of financial position. At ganun din po sa owner's equity po, ang nilalagay lang naman po natin dyan ay capital is presented. Yun, ending capital po. So yan po yung account form po niyan. Iniba ko lang po yung form pero same po yan. So, sige po, ayan. Sana po ay okay po, parang down payment po yung unearned revenue. Yes, pwede po yun, ma'am. Opo. Okay, sige. Ang dami po na nandito po ngayon. Maraming salamat.